You are not late. I'll say it again. You are not late. We've all wrestled with feelings of uncertainty and doubt. Perhaps you felt the sting of thinking you're falling behind. Too late to achieve your dreams or too slow in reaching your goals. Sometimes you think you've missed your opportunity. Maybe these thoughts spiral until you feel like a complete loser. It's a common fear, that intense feeling of anxiety that time is slipping through our fingers, and that we should have been farther along the path by now. And you get the feeling that you are never meant for something. You even question Christ, asking him, why is that person getting this? Or why does everyone around me look happy and fulfilled, but me? Why does everyone look like they have their lives figured out, yet I'm here, wondering what you have called me for? It's in these quiet, heavy moments, when the weight of comparison and self-doubt tries to crush our spirit, that our faith is truly tested. It's easy to look around and feel like the world is moving on without us. To see others celebrating milestones and successes while we feel stuck, hidden in the shadows of their joy. But remember, your value and your journey cannot be measured by the eyes of others. Your path is not a race. It's a pilgrimage of faith, a journey that is marked not by speed but by the depth with which you walk it. Trust that God sees where you cannot. Believe that He is nurturing you, preparing you in the quiet, unseen moments for a destiny that only He can design. In the stillness of your deepest doubts, listen for His gentle reassurance. Trust me. I am with you. I am for you, and you are exactly where you need to be. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on some remarkable stories from the Bible. Consider Abraham. He was 75 years old when God called him to leave his homeland and journey to an unknown future. Moses was 80 when God spoke to him through a burning bush, asking him to undertake the monumental task of leading the Israelites out of Egypt. And what about Samuel, who was just a boy serving in the temple when God called him to be a prophet? Each of these individuals was called at a different stage in their life, proving that there is no right age or time for God's call. You are not late. Let's also remember other faithful servants from the Bible who were called by God at different times in their lives. Take David, for instance, who was still a young shepherd boy, possibly around 15 years old, when he was anointed by Samuel to be the future king of Israel. Then there's Jeremiah, who was called to be a prophet as a youth, likely in his late teens or early 20s, expressing his hesitation by saying, "I do not know how to speak, for I am only a youth." These stories highlight that God's call can come at any point in life, whether one is young or old, experienced or just starting out. There is no set timetable for divine purposes. Reflecting on more examples from the Bible shows us that the path to fulfilling God's promise often involves periods of waiting and unexpected turns. Consider Jacob, who worked for 7 long years to marry Rachel, demonstrating patience and perseverance to attain what his heart desired. Similarly, Joseph endured years of servitude and imprisonment before his earlier dreams were realized when he rose to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. Both stories teach us that God's timing often includes trials and tests of faith. Look also at the Apostle Paul, who spent many years traveling and facing numerous hardships, including shipwrecks and imprisonment, before his letters and teachings profoundly shaped the early Christian church. These examples affirm that no matter how delayed or detoured our journeys might seem, we are never truly late in God's timeline. Each moment of waiting is purposeful, shaping us into the individuals needed to fulfill our destinies. In these stories, there's a profound lesson for all of us. They remind us to have faith in Christ and trust in His timing. Our journey is uniquely ours, not to be compared with others. God's plans for us are not bound by the constraints of human timelines. Instead, they are beautifully and divinely timed. It's essential to hold on to faith, knowing that God's timing is perfect, even when it seems delayed by human standards. Each moment of waiting is not a pause but a preparation, a time to grow and to strengthen our faith. Remember, you are exactly where you need to be at this moment. So, let's embrace our paths with courage and faith, trusting that when the time is right, our unique callings will unfold, just as surely as they did for Abraham, Moses, and Samuel. Let us wait on the Lord with expectant hearts. For those who wait on Him will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Embracing this perspective, we can see every delay and every challenge as a key part of our growth, carefully planned just for us. Let's not feel down by seeing others succeed or by the fast pace of the world. Your journey, your timing, your purpose, they're all uniquely designed for you by the Creator who knows you best. Trust in Christ's perfect timing, for He guides our lives with greater wisdom than we can understand, aiming for our ultimate good. As we continue on our paths, let's cling to the belief that our waiting is never pointless. It is a special time of preparation where our faith grows stronger and our spirits are built up. So don't worry about being late. Instead, celebrate the fact that you are being prepared just right for what's ahead. Like the old saying goes, to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Remember, in the big picture of life, every piece is placed with perfect precision. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and when the right time comes, everything will fall into place beautifully. Let's keep moving forward with hope and patience, knowing that the best is still to come.